I would like to relay just a short story about a missionary on furlough. And he told this true story to his church, Congregation Michigan. He served in a small hospital unit in Africa. Every 2 weeks, he would ride his bicycle through the jungle to the city to get medicine and supplies. And so on one trip to the city, he saw two boys fighting, and one was severely hurt. So he attended to his wounds, and he told him about the Lord, went back home, and everything was fine. 2 weeks later, went on another trip back to the city, and that same boy came up to him and said, "Oh, remember me?" And he said, "Yes, I remember you." He said, "Well, we followed you because this was a 2-day journey, and in the middle, they had to like camp out in the jungle." So the boy that he had attended to said, "We followed you. We know who you are." He said, "We knew you had medicine and drugs and money. So we followed you, and when you camped out, we came up, me and my 5 friends, and we were going to kill you. We were going to steal your drugs and your money. But when we were coming up to your camp, you were surrounded by 26 armed guards."
All right. Mm-hmm.
And the missionary said, "No, no, no, no. I was there by myself. No, 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 no." And the boy stopped and said, "No, no, you don't understand. No, there were 26 armed guards. I know. All 5 of us saw them, and we counted them." At that moment, a gentleman in the congregation jumped up to his feet and said, "What day was that?" And the missionary said, "It was this day." And the gentleman said, "That evening in Africa was morning in the States. I was playing golf, ready to putt, and God stopped me and said, 'Pray for this missionary.'" And this gentleman said it was so powerful. He said, "I had to get out my cell phone and call men from my church to meet me at church to pray for this missionary."
Come on now.
We got to the church and we prayed for the missionary. And
Come on.
and the missionary, and he said, "Would all you men who join me at the church stand?" And the missionary was not concerned about who they were so much as counting the men. There were 26 men who stood. That's the God we serve. Wrote a new song. It simply says, "You're in our prayers." Folks, you may think you're alone. You're not alone. You serve a big God, and he'll call up the armies of heaven if he needs to.
All right.
You're not alone if you've got a problem out there. We just wrote a new song, and we're going to sing it for you right now. You're in our prayers.
You're in a place you've never found yourself before, and you're not sure just what tomorrow has in store.
But where 2 or 3 are gathered, God has promised to be there. So now in faith believing, we lift your name in prayer. You're in our prayers. We touch the throne of grace for you. Your Father cares. He promised he would see you through. You can be sure the great I am will make a way. Just trust his plan. You're in our prayers, but best of all, you're in God's hands. Sometimes you feel your falling tears are cried in vain, but God counts them all, and with compassion feels your pain. Acquainted with grief and sorrow, the Lord knows how much you can bear. He's laid you on our hearts, so now we lift you up in prayer. You're in our prayers. We touch the throne of grace.
See